Welcome back, bros, to your boy Leon Marino. Today we're going to be talking about burnout. I am personally exhausted making this video right now. So, what a great time to talk about burnout here. For those of you in a working professional space, you know what burnout is. You can't get excited for your job anymore. And yeah, so here we go. Let's see what the internet has to say about burnout.
Backs of working in big tech is that eventually at some point you are going to burn out. And for many people, this is going to be the first time you ever experience a burnout. And the first time you experience it, you're not going to be able to figure out what's happening. By the time you figure it out, it's already too late because now you're thinking about quitting your job. And maybe you'll take some
Yeah, big facts. Big facts. I've seen people cry at work. I've heard stories about people crying at work. For people, I think one person long ago in my career had a mental breakdown. You have to take tons of time off. It's not good.
time off, recover, and then go back again refreshed. And after a few years or few months, you're gonna go back into the same cycle again.
Another thing too, she just made me remember. And there's a bunch of people who women, for example, they'll have babies and they get right back to work right afterwards. It's crazy, man. Crazy stuff. Like I don't I don't know if work is that worth it.
Working in big tech is not for the weak. If it's not
Yeah,
the work that
yeah.
tires you out, the people and the politics will tire you out. 10 years in tech, and I'm currently experiencing my second severe burnout. The first one
10 years. Wow, I'm surprised she lasted that long.
was the worst because at that point I didn't know what's happening, and this time I can actually figure out what's happening with me quickly. I'm currently doing everything I can to manage it, so let me know if you want me to talk about this more and follow along my burnout journey.
Yeah, which is a great question. I wonder how exactly you manage it outside of taking time off, maybe talking to your manager. I don't really know.
I've been a software engineer now for 4 months, and one of the things that I am struggling with most right now is burnout. Burnout is so
This young lady's at 4 months.
incredibly real, and oh my gosh, am I feeling it. For the past 4 months, I've been picking up a new tech stack. I was not familiar with any of the programming languages that I now use on a daily basis. This is my first role as a software engineer, so I was basically learning how to be a software engineer and acclimating to being a software engineer full time. Essentially, there's been a lot of learning and a lot of adjustment over these past 4 months, and now I am so tired. I feel incredibly drained and exhausted, and I still do really enjoy what I'm doing on a daily basis, but I realize I definitely went in with the mentality that I am so excited. I want to learn everything. I want to say yes to everything, and I'm just so excited to be here. And don't get me wrong, I still do have that same excitement and love for what I'm doing, but I'm so tired.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stop it here. A few things. One, this individual definitely needs to learn how to pace herself. 100%. Pace yourself. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Another thing too, a large source of her exhaustion is going to be from what you were saying, learning a lot, pushing herself in those uncomfortable positions. Now, the bright side is you are obviously learning tons, and that's going to help you put stuff on your resume and have been there, done that experience and examples you can cite as you are interviewing, etc. But while you are in the thick of it, you're not in that kind of like autopilot run the business mode. Yeah, your brain definitely takes the brunt of that. But 4 months in, wow.
Ballesteros, who literally wrote the book on burnout. The first one is that you've cried at work or while working in the last 30 days. Now, on one hand, who among us hasn't used the office bathroom for its true purpose, locking yourself in a stall to silently sob? But for the vast majority of people, bursting into tears comes when you're already at the end of your rope. It's not so much an indicator that things are untenable as it is an indicator that things have been untenable for a while now. So it might be time to take a step back and make some changes. Number 2, you're having nightmares about work. Experts say this is an indication that things have become so stressful that you're fixated on work even while you're sleeping. It can also mean that the only time you actually have bandwidth to process your stress is while you're unconscious at night. Major red flag. Number 3, you've had to catch up on work outside of work hours in the last 30 days. This happens to pretty much all of us now and then, of course. But Ballesteros says if it's happening consistently, it can be robbing you of your identity. As she put it, a lot of people in this situation end up with a full resume, but an empty life. So if you relate to this, it's probably time to talk to your boss about your workload, which can be very stressful, of course. However, experts say that finding a trusted colleague or a neutral third party to discuss things with first, and then approaching your boss after you've come up with some actual potential solutions can make the conversation go a lot more smoothly, because it shows your boss that you're being proactive about the problem. And
Well, I'm gonna stop that right there. Yeah, 100%. Always have that skill of you raise a problem, here are some solutions. Don't just desk dump problems. That's 100% accurate.
finally, number 4, getting sick or having an accident sounds like a vacation. Yeah, if you're feeling like this, it's time to back off. Whether it's having that conversation with your boss about your workload, or having a conversation with your partner about your at-home to-do list, something's gotta give, because feeling like the flu would be a vacation is among the reddest of red flags. So if any of these resonate with you and you feel like you're on the cusp of burnout, it's time to do what you need to do to take care of yourself.
Yeah, brothers. Yeah, team. There you have it. There you have it about burnout. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of answers at this time. This is just something that we can all commiserate together. Our exhaustion. It's about 11:28 at night. I am about to pass out. Just cut my hair. And thank you. Hope you guys got a kick out of this as much as I have. I'll see you next time.